Here we are, the last day, Nekocon 21, on the very last day, which is always the shortest day of all the Nekocon days during the weekend. And we're here early in the morning, barely anybody is here. Half of everybody who's gonna come here is probably still asleep. And luckily we all got an extra hour because we recently had daylight savings, so hopefully we're here to get some more autographs and maybe some video shout outs, especially to some YouTube channels or whatever the case, maybe some panels after some autographs, maybe some souvenirs, and maybe some video games or wherever the case, but stay tuned. Stay tuned. Deadpool! A black Deadpool! Showing me. No, I was gonna put this on camera when you asked me what I think about today's state in Cartoon Network. I don't have cable, but I like how Toonami is still around. I like how Toonami's practically the main block of animation that's still giving us the edge of your seat type of feeling. And then in regards to Cartoon Network itself, I think it's steadily getting better. And it probably wasn't as good because I didn't like how Cartoon Network appealed mostly to just kids and how they think that we just want remakes of stuff. It felt like Cartoon Network just appealed to 2-year-olds for a lot of their stuff and how they present it anyway.
To me, it felt like that's what, like what you said, it's like what they're doing. It's pretty much like what they're doing now. Like, they're marathoning shows like Gumball and
Teen Titans Go
constantly, that to the point where it's no longer special. Like,
or it gets old.
Yeah, to the point where even marathons as a whole is no longer special
and lost its meaning. And I don't even hate Teen Titans Go as much as I used to, because even Teen Titans Go has its moments and has its place, but as Aro was saying, Avatar, balance, because even in the 90s to mid 2000s, we had silly shows like Two Stupid Dogs or Hamtaro or whatever the case, but it was always balanced with more action-oriented shows that you could look forward to, whether on the same block or being able to turn to Fox Kids or Kids WB to watch something else or different.
But today there is no balance between what's playing right now,
and then there's not really a variety of the blocks or networks that you can choose from outside of Nickelodeon, Disney. Because you remember there was like a CW4 Kids Vortex, but that died, and then there was the Hub that had Transformers Prime, but that died.
And turned to like the Disney Channel, but
or Discovery.
Discovery Channel, but with like Hub
shows that they still had up there.
That was
and even Toonami in Asia, where they had like Toonami shows and then Transformers Prime. Toonami Asia died like a few months ago. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell?
It's ridiculous.
You would think that Toonami Asia would still be around, and then maybe something would happen to the original Toonami that we have that came back, and then they would have Toonami Asia to fall back on. Because I think Kids WB's Toonami could have served if they wouldn't have screwed up and had just Sarah speaking and throwing Scooby-Doo on WB's Toonami. I think that would have been around longer, to where when Toonami in 2008 on Cartoon Network died, they could have fell back and used Kids WB's Toonami as a secondary platform, almost kind of like how in Teen Titans, when the Titans were separated on one of the last episodes, they had a secondary base. Kind of like that. I guess something like this just depends on who's in control, who has the power, who has the money, who they think a lot of the people would want to see, and how much money that they can make off of whatever audience. Or maybe a bad combination of all those things.
I apologize, but I'm just not. I apologize. I'm just not. I'm not really familiar with Toonami Asia.
Me neither, not really until like 2013, where I saw like weird promos of Transformers. Well, not weird, but they had Toonami promos of Transformers Prime, and then like, what the hell? I thought this was on the hub, but then I looked and saw different it was like different commercials where they didn't have time. They had this female hologram called Asia. I'm like, yo, this design's awesome.
It does. I mean,
And then they had promos with Wolverine and the X-Men. I'm like, yo, we need this.
and what we got instead is like the bare minimum.
Not necessarily bare minimum, because our Toonami when they came back was like 6.5 hours, and we're back to that point now. But at the same time, what Toonami Asia had over our Toonami on Adult Swim is that Toonami Asia was 24 hours a goddamn day, the whole day, where we just have Saturday for 6 hours.
Well, we used to have like maybe every like Monday through Friday, like maybe
Exactly. Even
until
if
Adult Swim.
even if Saturday had shorter hours during the original Toonami run, we had more of it spread out during most of the other days. Bless you. Well, that's my 2 cents.
Security of the town comes in that season. I know.
This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Nekocon 21. I hope y'all enjoyed everything that you've seen, and hopefully y'all can make it to next year's con. It's been fun. It's been fun this year, getting souvenirs and meeting people, meeting voice actors, going to panels. It's just fun, just enjoying this unique atmosphere that we don't usually always get outside of a con. So this is what kind of always happens. Friday is jumping, but not as jumping as Saturday, because people are still coming in on Friday. But Friday and Saturday are always the biggest days of a 3-day con, especially like Nekocon, with Sunday being kind of like the winding down day that maybe has a few panels or autograph sessions, followed by the closing ceremonies and the feedback before before guests go home and we go home and everybody else has time to break down stuff that they set up and everything before going home themselves. Because the fans make a con, but at the same time, the people who help set up play as big of a part, because they have to set up everything for us to enjoy it. So I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I hope y'all enjoyed the con, and I'll see y'all next episode, and perhaps we can be here next year for Nekocon and any other convention. Peace.